Fragments. Here we go. Read each group of words below. Each group of words below is a fragment. Tell whether the subject or predicate is missing. Let's try some of these. Number one, sat in the front row. That is not a complete sentence. What we need to do is add a subject onto the beginning right in here, like I sat in the front row. So what's missing is the subject of the sentence. Okay, the man in the house across the street. Well, the man in the house across the street did what? It doesn't tell us what he did. So what's missing? The predicate. All right, see if you can pause the video and try. Actually, let's do number 3 together before you pause the video. After the game, what's missing? Well, if I was to put a subject in here, like maybe Mr. Jones after the game, that's still not a complete sentence. Mr. Jones bought pizza after the game. Now it's a complete sentence, so what I'm missing here is both the subject and the predicate. Missing both parts to the sentence, or actually missing the verb, right? Something to do with that, the action part of the sentence. Number 4, go ahead and pause the video and see if you can do numbers 4 and 5. Turn it back on when you're ready to see the solution. Number 4, found the screwdriver in the garage. Doesn't tell us who found the screwdriver in the garage, so we're missing the subject of the sentence. That is a fragment. All right. And number 5, under my bed. If you add a subject to this of Steve under my bed, still doesn't make sense. Steve hid under my bed, now it makes sense. So I am missing both the subject and the predicate. You always want to test it out. If you think the subject is missing, then add a subject and see if it's a complete sentence. If you think the predicate is missing, add a predicate. If adding one of those doesn't work, then you might need both of them. Okay, the next part says tell whether each group of words is a sentence or a fragment. If it is a fragment, tell what is missing. So same thing on this, except now we're going to throw in some complete sentences, so watch out for those. I want you to go ahead and try 6 through 12 on your own. Pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready for the solutions. Number 6, Mr. Jones had a picnic with his wife. That actually is a sentence. You have a subject and you have a predicate. Mr. Jones is the subject, had a picnic with his wife is the predicate. So that's a complete sentence. Plays the flute very well. This one is not a complete sentence because we don't know who's playing the flute. We're missing something right in there. So you would write fragment, and you'd say we're missing the subject. The cute little kitten. Okay, it doesn't tell us what the cute little kitten does out here. So this is a fragment. The cute little kitten is a subject of a sentence. We're missing the predicate. The sink was full of dishes. We have the sink was full of dishes, predicate, subject and predicate. This is a sentence. During the second half, what happened during the second half and who did it? If you just add a subject onto here, Mike during the second half, doesn't make any sense. Mike sang during the second half, now that makes sense. So this is a fragment, that is just a prepositional phrase, and we're missing the subject and the predicate. Searched every corner of the house. We don't know who searched every corner of the house. We need to have Tim searched every corner of the house or something in there. So that's a fragment, and we're missing the subject of the sentence. And I am excited. Yes, we have I, subject, am excited, predicate. That is a sentence. All right, I hope you learned something. Hope you did well. And that's the end of our sentence fragment